Recently, some euphoniumists have wanted to order an Adams instrument configured the way mine is. Mine has several customizations. To simplify the process of ordering an instrument like this, Adams has in their computer system the Dave Werden configuration. So if you like what I've got here, it's very easy to order, and I'll tell you about it now. It's an Adams custom E3 model, and it has a sterling silver bell. The rest of the body of the horn is made of brass. Gold brass here, yellow brass here, and red brass here. The metal thickness is 0.60 all the way through. One thing I added are the Amato water keys on all of the slides that have water keys. So they're the little push button kind, like this. The advantage of this type of key is there is less disruption to the airstream. You don't have that tunnel that goes down to the normal water key that sits on a rocker like this. Instead, this is flat up against the tubing itself, and again, very little disruption when it's closed, and that makes the horn play just a little bit nicer, very subtle, but I do like that idea. But beyond that, I wanted to have something on the second valve. You know, euphoniumists often pull the second valve during performances to empty the water. It does tend to collect here more than the other valves, and that's a little unsightly for the audience. This way, with the water key on the second valve, push the button and you can empty it. In addition to those Amato-style water keys, I've had my pistons vented. So perhaps you can see the little hole right there. When the piston's in the up position, one of the slides, the valve slides, aligns with that hole. So if you were to pull the slide out, for example, you wouldn't get the pop that normally has that air pressure building up, because that air is able to vent through here. What this also means is when you want to empty the water out of the slide, you just push the button, and the hole here allows the air to flow and the water to come out. So you don't really need to blow through the instrument. That becomes a little neater from the audience point of view. They don't see quite all the mechanics that they do with some players. Additionally, I've asked for the Amato keys on the front slides to be at the bottom of the travel, right at the very peak of the slide here, rather than offset to allow for emptying this way. When you empty it with the horn turned this way, especially the second valve, is going to just drip on the rest of them, and that's not too pleasant. In the case of the main tuning slide, I went for the standard angle, because typically while we're playing, we've got a hold of the instrument, and we want to empty it, we just go like this, without having to turn the instrument. So to quickly empty the main slide, that's easy. When you want to empty the rest of the slides, you simply turn the horn this way so it's vertical, tip it forward slightly. I'll show you what that looks like from a distance more. Go here, 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 and here. That way you've emptied all four of the tuning slides, the valve tuning slides, with very little fuss and in very little time. The finish on this instrument is brushed metal, so there's actually a wire brush that creates striations in the metal, and then that's lacquered over, so you don't need to worry about polishing it and maintaining it. The inside of the bell is bright finish, which I like myself. For my pistons, I have these garnet inserts. They're kind of pretty, I like them. They have many other colors and types you can choose from, but again, that's my configuration. I also use what I'd call the standard valve button, but it's not standard for Adams. Adams uses an all-metal valve button that's a little bit domed, which I find a little too slippery for my fingers. So that covers how my euphonium is configured. If you like that idea, you can simply order the Dave Werden configuration, and that's what you'll get. I hope this has been helpful and answers some of the questions I've gotten over the years. Thanks for listening today.